this. Let's see, what can we put out here for feed the viewers. Oh, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses of work, health, and strength is good or excellent. Yep. I know you're probably sitting there like, huh? He hasn't put out anything today? I got you guys covered, man. Don't worry about it. Let's see what I got here. Okay, listen to this. Light gun support comes to LCD monitors. New what's that game? Gun controller with bundled Namcot titles via Kickstarter. So let me get this straight. So if you remember the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis with what was it, Lethal Enforcers? Those guns can't work on LCD monitors. Anyway, listen to this. It says here, Time Crisis, Point Blank, and 2 Steel Gunner titles will be available with the all-in-one device, which work with modern TVs. It says here, a new Kickstarter project could rekindle fast and responsive light gun gaming. Fun in your home. Launching soon on crowdfunding platforms is a campaign for a curiously titled game gun controller set, which will come with some of the best gun tuning titles of yesteryears. Says here, Japanese firm Teisei Denki is behind this project and has won the stamp of approval of Bandai Namco Entertainment global license to include Time Crisis. What he said? What did he say in that trailer? What he said? The taste of revenge is sweet. Your father will pay for destroying something. Yeah, my gaming knowledge is deep. I just sit here playing around with it. But anyway, says here, Point Blank and 2 Steel Gunner titles in their bundle. This is the ascendancy of LCD TVs and monitors has come with a lot of positive, but one of the biggest negative was the felt by light gun gaming enthusiasts. Light gun controllers offered fast, slick, and responsive gunplay on CRTs, but the tech didn't translate to LCD. Console introduced during the LCD era instead and used motion controllers and additional IR sensor bars for gun crosshair positioning. There have since been some solution, but they haven't made it to mainstream. The low latency game light gun, which we first heard about last September, is a self-contained product that promised to make light gun gaming fun again on modern LCD TVs. And now the campaign is about to launch. So let me get this straight. So if the light guns of back in the Super Nintendo days and Genesis don't work in PlayStation 1, let me finish this. Let me finish this. It says there, utilize the high resolution camera and AI. Sadly, the news published on Kickstarter launching soon page doesn't provide much technical insight into the new light gun controller. The game gun use our own bespoke technology that utilize a high resolution camera and AI in place of traditional infrared use in light guns of the past. The page explained. The blurb goes on to promote the hardware is capable of giving you same intense time-based action. Remember now, playable on modern display. We'll point out this is a standalone solution. It doesn't rely on the power of your console, PC, or smart TV or mobile. It also wired with a 10-foot 3-meter cable, so users won't have to worry about modern gaming issues such as Bluetooth wireless lags. It's the reassuring that Teisei Denki admits that light gun gaming on LCDs has been lacking until now. However, we would advise potential Kickstarter backers to test out something as nuanced as light gun response before backing. At least check out the demonstration video and third-party reviews of the product. It will be interesting to see experiment users compare how well the hardware performed compared to CRT light gun controllers of old. And then it says there's no Kickstarter launch date or pricing indicator for the various game bundle at the moment. Also remember that crowdfunding a project is not a guarantee of receiving finished products. Backing a crowdfunding project is akin to a investment. You'll believe in the project and want it to succeed. You're not purchasing a guaranteed retail product. And that is that. We got 3 comments here. Let's see what these commenters are saying. So someone here said, who's this? Jay said this. That's what the world, especially the U.S. needs. More simulated shooting and killing, and the more lifelike with something that resembles a gun, the better. And then who is this? Slug said this. Polymega is releasing their light gun very soon. The Polymega system support modules that run a very wide range of retro console games. And then he has the website. We'll leave the link. It says for use with Polymega games, video game system only, fully compatible with light gun games, playable on Polymega. For system includes Sega Saturn, Virtual Gun Stunner, PlayStation 1, Justifier, Gun Con, Super Nintendo, SFC, Super Scope 6, MD, Gen, SCD, MCD, Menacer, and then the NES with Duck Hunt. And it says, and then Paladin said this, only matter if there are ducks involved. Well, and that is that. So, well, bringing back the light gun to video games, and the ones that came out earlier only works on CRT TVs. Okay, so that means the Super Scope 6. I was trying to say the Super Scope 6 wouldn't work on modern TVs. That probably give Nintendo an incentive to bring back Battle Clash and Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge to the Switch. now that they have the they're in the $100 billion club now. So yeah, but light gun gaming in today's time. I mean, certain games could use it. Time Crisis. Which ones they have here? See if I can think. Got a few that comes to my mind here. You got Time Crisis, Point Blank, and of course, there's Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2 that Konami could bring back if this goes to Kickstarter. There's Sega with Virtual Cop series, and of course maybe they'll try to bring back Confidential Mission. I think one of the reasons it died down too, with light gun gaming, it had to do with like the school shootings. People were getting killed in schools, and it became mainstream headlines. And then you had the Congress, the government trying to pass gun laws, and yeah, so trying to bring it back now in today's time. Well, I mean, if there's a market for it, I mean, maybe it'll work. But based on past events, though, I think that's one of the reasons it died down. And the other thing too, at the start of the flat screen TVs like LCDs, OLEDs, HDRs, they didn't, that part of gaming never kept up with it. So now they're trying to make a light gun now that's compatible with today's tech. So yeah, only if there's a market for it, you know. And if this thing gets crowdfunded, if it does, you know, then they have the green light to do what they have the money right now to do what they need to do to make it. But I mean, of course, you can use your controllers to play light gun games. You know, you got that little target. You got to use the analog or the D-pad to move it around to hit the target. So you can do it that way. But bringing those back now into video games, only if there's a market for it. Anywho, I'm gonna leave this link and this article in the description box. Not only that, they got Namcot's support behind this too. That's the other thing about this. They got Namco support. So, see how many time crises are there? 1, 2, 3. Make a light gun now to come to work with today's tech, man. Yeah, if there's a market for it, yeah. Because we're so far ahead in video games now, you know. I haven't seen a light gun game in years. In years. You know, I saw them back on like the PS2 Dreamcast days. Yeah, with House of the Dead. Oh yeah, and let's not forget House of the Dead. You know, only if it's needed, man. And of course, there's the Resident Evil. What was that? Umbrella Chronicles. What was it? Umbrella Chronicles. One of the two. So yeah. But anyway, hey, if they bring this back, only if there's a need for it. No, if there's a need for it. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy it. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal Star Wars Touch Thing for Dark Side. Come.